Hello Virgo, I am Poetic Heretic, and this is your March 2017 Tarot Forecast. Do remember you can use these videos for your sun, rising, and moon signs. So let us begin. You begin the month with the Ten of Cups reversed. This is talking about hopes being dashed, a loss of love, a failed romance, domestic or romantic troubles, chaos, disharmony. So this is representing your current outside influences right at the beginning of the month. There does appear to be some kind of a relationship breakdown going on here. And that brings us to the next card for what may help or hinder, also known as the challenge card, the King of Cups reversed. This is indicating when reversed, and I did pull, I pulled it reversed even though it's horizontal here, it came up reversed. This is indicating a failed romance. So that is the primary possibility or probability here. That's what's going to be the case for a lot of you, perhaps even the majority of you. For the rest of you, the more general meaning for the King of Cups reversed is insensitivity, coldness, indifference. And so it'll be a challenge for you to overcome that this month, one way or another. And as for what may help you, when we look at the King of Cups upright, one thing in particular that I would say is most applicable to this situation is clear communication of an emotional nature. In other words, being honest with your feelings, clearly communicating your emotions. That will help to soothe or remedy any situation, particularly with a relationship breakdown. And then, of course, the King of Cups upright also talks about creativity, inspiration, idealism, dreaminess, emotional balance, and using the intellect to direct your emotion, using the intellect to maintain emotional balance. So that will be something else that can help you overcome any challenges that you may face this month. For the underlying energy, you have the Three of Swords. So on the positive side of things, this could be the energy of fortitude during difficult times, bravely moving ahead, laying it on the line, telling it like it is, confrontation or revelation even as well. That kind of bravery and fortitude, basically. On the negative side of things, the Three of Swords can talk about trouble, shock, worry, agitation, anxiety, confusion, trepidation, concern, frustration, suffering, dissatisfaction. And I'm thinking this is particularly relating to, again, the relationship breakdown, but regardless, it may apply. It can be manipulation, mind games, suspicion, paranoia, irreconcilable differences, forced parting, erratic activity, plans going awry, like things just being crazy, schedules getting messed up and stuff like that. So a lot of possibilities surrounding just general chaos and communication breakdown and issues surrounding the stability of things or lack thereof. For the past and issues you've had to deal with, you pulled the Hermit card. Now, when we interpret this card negatively, we get suspicion and manipulation. So issues surrounding suspicion and manipulation that probably led to the current discord that you're experiencing. And of course, again, the Three of Swords can also talk about suspicion and manipulation. And, this is kind of, I think in this spread especially, to go back to the Three of Swords here, talking about not just like your energy, but what is going on around you more immediately. Like your home life in particular, and can even be your work life, where you're spending a lot of time, the structures that are in place. That's what this card is also talking about. And so you can understand how there's like this sense of upheaval when you consider it in that way. But again, both of these cards talk about suspicion and manipulation. So there may even be, I've got to be honest, it almost looks like the possibility of a cheating lover for some of you, or at least the suspicion of a cheating lover, or something of that nature. The Hermit card, when interpreted negatively, can also talk about bickering, so little arguments and nitpicking, and it can also be issues around just loneliness, feelings of loneliness. Again, the possibility for a cheating lover does come to mind. And lastly, it can talk about health concerns. But that's, I would say in this spread, that's the least likely of the various possibilities. For what you want to achieve this month, what you have your conscious mind set on, you have the Six of Swords. Basically, you're wanting to move on. That's how you feel. That's what you want to accomplish, is to move on from whatever difficult situation it is that you're facing, whether it's a relationship breakdown or something else entirely. You're wanting to move on, and you're wanting to be able to do it with fortitude and strength. You're wanting to find the strength to move on from it. And you're also wanting to, in the process, focus on the progress that you're making in other areas of your life, whether that be your work life or whatever other areas that you're focused upon, that you're interested in. For the near future, you have the Four of Cups reversed. So on the positive side, this could be kind of going right along with this card here. Confidence and renewed optimism. And so, for some of you, you are going to be feeling better and more confident and moving forward, moving on with your life, getting on with it, basically. However, on the negative side, this card can talk about being upset and a loss of security and feelings of animosity. And notice, with it being a 4 reversed, 4 is talking about stability and security. This is like a lack of stability and security, and it's also saying that it's a lack of stability around the home and family in particular, with it being a 4, around structures, around things that are normally supposed to be very stable. Those things may not be feeling so stable. But remember, there are both positive and negative possibilities with this card. For your attitude or position on the situation, about halfway through the month, you have the Hierophant reversed. This is your saying that you don't even want to try to restore order or harmony to the romantic relationship breakdown or whatever is in disarray and disorder. You don't want to restore order to that. You would rather go your own way. It's almost a sense of rebellion, an almost rebellious attitude of where you're really just sick of whatever situation that was, and sick of the status quo of it, sick of the normality of it, because what was becoming normal was chaos and confusion and animosity and all of those issues. And you are much more interested this month in asserting your individuality and going your own way in life, and not upholding this crumbling relationship or this crumbling structure of whatever kind it was, this crumbling whatever. You're not interested in that. You're wanting to go your own way. The outside force coming in, you have the Three of Pentacles. This is interesting and lucrative work. So new work opportunities. This is a time for labor and discipline. This is art. It can talk about art and architecture and design and fashion. It can talk about patient, constructive work. So new work opportunities, or at least the work that's coming your way, is going to be like artistic and interesting, or patient, or collaborative in some way. It is a 3, and that talks about communication, so it might be collaborative in some significant way. For your hopes or fears, you have the Six of Pentacles. What you're hoping for is the payoff and the rewards for the work that you've done, possibly for a business or other enterprise. Payoff and rewards, though, basically. Also, you're hoping to keep your books and accounts in order. You know, your bank account, your checkbook, your technical things of detail and technical issues, basically. And it's almost like you're hoping that the chaos and disorder in these other areas of your life do not negatively impact your work life. Because on the fear side of things, you could be afraid that you're not going to get the rewards and payoff, or that your books and accounts are going to be messed up or in disarray in some way. You're afraid that perhaps there will be scheduling conflicts or time management issues. And again, on the flip side of that, what you're hoping for is that you can keep things in order in that area, schedules, time management, and stuff like that. So a couple of things to consider there as well. For the outcome, you have the Six of Cups reversed. So this has a few possibilities. First of all, you may be feeling that whatever this earlier situation was with the failed romance, or whatever it happened to be, is becoming more and more unimportant to you. That's how the month is like ending out. You're feeling like it's become unimportant, and it's almost like it's getting a bit ridiculous, like it doesn't deserve the amount of attention that it seems to continually get, and you're feeling like it's almost trivial how little of importance that situation is now, and you're much more interested in seeking deeper commitments, focusing on what really matters. That's what you want to do now. However, this could also be a sense of You know that what's done is done, particularly if this was the loss of a romantic relationship. That you know what's done is done, it's not coming back. You remember how when you first met this other person, it was blissful, it was romantic, you two really enjoyed each other's company, you really liked each other, you really loved each other, you got along well, there was mutual interest involved, there was mutual harmony, but it broke down, and you know that no matter what happens now with things being the way they are, this cannot ever be restored. And you're basically saying that you want it that way, or at the very least that it's right that it is that way. You're not wanting to return to that relationship. Now, this can also be indicating feelings of seriousness and heaviness. You know, like you're still, some of you anyway, may still be weighed down by the memories of this situation and feeling almost like you want to try to be more lighthearted, but you feel a heaviness from what you've experienced and you're struggling to feel any lightheartedness, basically. This can also be when the actual parting takes place, you know, again, if it's a relationship, that this is when the physical parting takes place, the physical separation. This can also talk about apathy and loss of care, like you just don't care about the situation. And I think perhaps the most likely possibility, what the cards really seem to be pointing to here, is that either you don't care about the situation or you're feeling that it's just become almost trivial, just like so unimportant and no longer really matters, and you are again seeking deeper commitments, much more interested in your work opportunities. The Six of Swords indicates that, with your wanting to move on and focus on the progress you're making in other areas of your life. Even the Three of Swords, talking about bravely moving forward, fortitude during difficult times. The Three of Pentacles, the new interesting artistic and lucrative work opportunities. The Six of Pentacles, even perhaps, talking about the payoff and rewards from work. And also the Hierophant reversed, your attitude or position on the situation, talking about how you are no longer interested in propping this crumbling abomination up, or however you look at it. You're interested in going your own way, in asserting your individuality, getting back to yourself, being yourself, and getting on with your life. And again, even the Four of Cups reversed, where we have the possibility for confidence and renewed optimism. So, I mean, when it comes to a spread like this, which has a lot of possibilities, I like to present a lot of those possibilities because I want to be thorough. And you guys are Virgos, so you should like that, right? You like the details, you like the in-depth analysis, so that's what I'm giving you here. So I presented those, but again, I think the most likely possibility, so like covering the vast majority of you, is whatever difficulty you faced, you're done with it, you're sick of it, it's almost trivial in your mind now, and you're seeking deeper commitments and you want to get on with your lives. Also, another interesting thing of note here is that you guys pulled 4 cards here representing your own signs. The Hermit is ruled by Virgo. The sixes are ruled by Virgo, and we have the Six of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, and the Six of Cups. So 666. I don't know how you feel about that, but there it is. So a lot of Virgoan energy, basically. The energy of your own sign in your vibration this month. So I hope you enjoy your month regardless, though, Virgo. This has been a tarot forecast for the sign of Virgo for the month of March 2017 from Poetic Heretic. Don't forget to rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe, and thanks for watching.